All right, so here's part 3. I'm gonna reassemble. I'm gonna put the hall sensor in its place, and it goes right down here. See these little clips? You put this on first because there's 3 little nibs here. Match these up to that, right? I don't know if you can kind of see what I'm doing. Yeah, see right here, 1, 2, and 3 goes to these things, right? So you got to make sure those are connected. And I'll do this off camera, so I'll do it right. Hold on. Okay, very easy. It's very easy, and you can tell that just check all the holes right down here, and it's in. It's very solid, so it's in where it's supposed to be. Now what I'm going to do is just reconnect the call it the power plug, and it's kind of hard. This is like goof proof, right? Because you got the lock right here. So I'm just going to match up that and put that. Okay, so that's locked. Now I'm going to put the stator back up on. I'm just going to put 1 bolt on it, like I did when I took it apart, and then I'm going to reconnect the harness and the ground and everything. So let me get that done. Hold on. All right, so I have the stator kind of where it wants to go, and I know this is where it wants to go because the harness is matching up to it, where it wants to go. Right? I got here, I got here. I'm going to reconnect my ground. I'm going to connect that. I'm going to put this little bracket on over here. All right, so I know that this was the one where, because I didn't mark them, but there's, it will tell you. It's telling me where it wants to go because of this right here. This is what I'm going by. So, all right, I'm going to put the other bolts in, get this cinched down. So give me a minute and we'll come back. All right, I'm getting there. When it comes to this little bracket, if yours has it, there's a hole up here. See this hole? So this just goes like that. I don't know if you can see it. So that's what I'm going to do. So hold on. Okay, so we get everything in as far as the harness goes. Now all I have to do is secure these bolts to the stator, and then put the rotor on. I'm calling this the rotor. This thing is heavy, and these are all magnets right here, right? So I'm just going to check to make sure there's no debris or any dust or any big chunks or anything. It looks pretty good. Alright, so hold on, I'm going to cinch these down and I'll come back. Alright, I did crisscross just like you're changing a tire, and I seated them, and then I cinched them, then I did a little bit crisscross a little bit until I really felt like it was not going anywhere. So now what I'm going to do is put the rotor back on, and then I'm going to use some Loctite on these threads. So hold on. Wait, let me tell you what that bolt. Yeah, these bolts here are at 10, right? Said that? Yeah, it's 10 millimeter for these bolts. So hold on. Another thing real quick is I don't think there's a keyway, meaning I don't think there's a way that this thing has to be put on in a certain way. I don't see any arrows. I don't see any of that. So yeah, I think you can just put it on anyway, as long as it's within these the keyway there. So hold on. Okay, quick lesson I learned. Make sure your fingers aren't in a way, because the magnet it'll pull this thing in. So, and then I had to turn it ever so slightly to get it to match up to this to the keyway. It's like putting a clutch in, or putting a transmission in. When you replace your clutch, and when you put your transmission back in, you got to line up the spline. So that's what I did. So now it's a matter of putting on a little Loctite. Hold on.